I've never seen anything like it. For a little gun like that, say we're good to kill a bird.
Morning.
Got them pinned down. I know where they were at 7:30 last night. I would imagine they won't be too far from there.
Well, they say don't doubt the scout, but this morning you can doubt the scout. Just over the rise, probably 300 yards, there's a strutter and a hen. There might be more birds in the field, we can't see it all. There's another strutter right by the pond. I can't see the other one, but this one's definitely closer than the one with the hen. We'll just all kind of hug this edge, and I'll get you guys to that corner fence post. Well, that was a bust. Well, it's about 10 to 4. We took a couple hours off, got lunch, got a few things done. Back out for the afternoon, completely different area, a couple spots that Mike's got permission on. We're probably gonna give it about a half hour here, and then we got another farm we're gonna head to for the rest of the evening. I'll make sure we get in there in decent time. Hopefully we can strike something up here and knock one of these tags out. Stewart Pops. Bubba's about to get whaled on. What's he not like? Okay, he's coming. If he clears the decoy, I'll shoot him, but I'll let you know. You ready? We hunted all day for that right there. Just textbook with one of Dad's last shells. This is the 26th of April here. It is opening day of the final season here in Iowa. Mike and I, we both hunted back in the first season here, which pretty much put us on standstill until this final season. And man, we've been running around all day today. We got Charlie with us, one of the interns this year. First time ever sharing the woods with him, and we heard a handful of birds this morning off the roost, nothing close. And shortly after fly down, it just has been silent ever since. And we were in and out of some pretty good spots throughout the day. Just could not get birds to cooperate, couldn't get them to talk to us. But we stuck to it. Mike's got a nice piece of private ground here, pretty close to where he lives. And we actually tried hunting in here a couple weeks ago. Knew there were a lot of birds in here, we just couldn't get them to cooperate. So we gave it another shot tonight. Came down in here and kind of just had it in our mind, we'll throw the blind up and post up and hopefully something shows up on the field. And literally as we were getting ready to call it a day, threw one more call and this bird gobbled, I'm gonna guess 300 yards behind us, and it probably wasn't 10 minutes and he was in the decoys. Gotta thank Mike for letting me come in here and shoot a bird on a place he's got permission and hanging with me all day. Gotta thank Charlie for hanging with us all day. And we got one more tag. Mike's got a final season tag here in Iowa, and we're gonna head back out in the morning and see if we can't get on another one.
Brennen came onto a new property. We hunted it quite a bit last year, but we haven't been in here yet this year. We're in a pretty cool spot. We're just in like a open ridge top, and the landowner mows all this. And there's like big oak trees off these points. A lot of birds will roost off these ends. Landowner, their house isn't too far up the road here. They say, but they've been hearing birds down in here in the mornings. So we decided to come in here. Beautiful morning out. It's calm again. Clear skies. Hopefully we can make quick work going here this morning. We only got one tag left here in Iowa. And then we're done for the year. Hopefully we can punch it today and head north to Wisconsin to finish out the season. Alright, we're just getting set up here. Kind of in tight quarters in this spot. We tried doming a bird in this field yesterday. It kind of is goofy. It's a cool setup, but it's kind of goofy how it lays out here. We're in a big cornfield. It's kind of in a bowl, so you can't see outside of it. Our visibility isn't the greatest where we're at, but we figured we're kind of in the spot where we seen the birds yesterday. Our decoys are in a spot where they're very visible. Anything that's up above us or down below us should see it. But we know there's at least a couple birds in here yesterday. Brennen's seen quite a few birds in here when he was in here shed hunting earlier this spring. With any luck, we'll get something going. It's dead calm out, so I mean our call is going to carry for a long ways in here, but probably give this an hour, and hopefully we can strike one up. Hopefully we get them to gobble and come in, because kind of how we're set up. If something just walks in silent, we're going to get caught off guard pretty good. So it'd be nice if we can get a little bit of a heads up before all of a sudden they show up. But we'll see how it goes here. I'm just going to be quiet on them because I mean, they seem too crazy.
That was a stressful one. It's the second day of fourth season here in Iowa. We were lucky enough to shoot a bird yesterday. Brennen got a nice one last night, last hour of daylight on a farm that I had permission to hunt. And this morning we went to a spot that we haven't really set up much off the roost in the past. The landowner kind of tipped us off, said he's been hearing birds up in there. And as luck would have it, our roost hunt was pretty unsuccessful this morning. We went in there, didn't hardly get anything going close to us. And we didn't stick around too long there. We wanted to get out of there and keep moving. So we decided to try one of the farms that Brennen deer hunts on. Didn't have any luck there. We've kind of had a rough go of it this spring on that property as well. And after we got done there, it was probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We decided to come in here. We made a play on these birds yesterday. And they're unfortunately kind of in a spot where we weren't able to do much with them. We ended up spooking one tom, and I don't think we spooked him too bad. We just kind of waited a few minutes, got back over here and set up. And sure enough, probably like 10, 15 minutes later, the first call we let out, we had birds answer down the draw here below us on the neighboring property. And we just figured if we threw out calls every once in a while, eventually something was gonna pop out on this field. And sure enough, 45 minutes to an hour went by, and these birds come out kind of in the general vicinity of where we actually spooked that bird. Our decoys were in a good setup situation where any birds that came on the field, they were pretty visible. But unfortunately, how the rise laid out, when the birds got down the bottom, we couldn't see them until they were about right in shooting range. We seen heads popping over the corn stubble, and they were inside 25 yards coming with the decoys. But they came right up to the decoys at 20 yards and was lucky enough to shoot the strutter. Pretty cool. First bird with the new 410. Picked this up last week for the wife, and we got it sighted in here just before fourth season started. Was pretty impressed with how this gun shoots. We're all tagged out in Iowa. We're gonna be heading north here in the coming weeks and be finishing the season out mainly in Wisconsin, but can't thank Brennen enough for setting me up on this spot. Was lucky enough to be able to return the favor for him for once yesterday, but that's gonna be a wrap for us in Iowa for the 2023 turkey season. The herders. Herders! Turkey herders. Did the trick.
Oh, I'm so ready.
410's ready to bark.
Purrs like a kitten, stings like a bee.
Oh, my leg fell asleep.
Can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs.
Heads up.